Ooh.
Oh, joust!
Meet me at the net. Ah. Wow.
Oh, and that's just a little difference.
And then you fall on your ass.
And then he stares at you.
Man.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, the day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
It's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. Today we are back with Season 1, Episode 20 of Haikyuu.
We're finally in the match with Karasuno versus Aoba Josai. We started the match, the last few minutes of the last episode. Already incredible. Back and forth, incredible. Well, mostly Oikawa on his side. But Kageyama responded, and he said, I'm going to do it again. We're going to do the same set. I might dump it again. I might do something.
Dang. One point that I wanted to make before last episode. Guys, we typically record about 3 episodes per recording session. Today we're actually going to get 4 of them, and it's not even going to finish up the match apparently. But what I wanted to say is I think we're actually going to lose this match versus Aoba Josai. I would love to see us make a deep tournament run as freshmen, but I don't expect it at this point.
With that being said, let's hop into Haikyuu Season 1, Episode 20, right about now.
Okay. That must have been so satisfying to do that versus his senpai.
Right? There goes that gif. I saw using that.
I've seen that before.
Toru
Did they confirm how many teams will be left after this round? Oh, and he gets to serve next?
God.
Okay. Oh!
Hey.
He's gonna curve right at the end. I knew it!
That is wild.
We saw the knuckleball, which was like the floater. We saw his direct line.
Ooh.
Oh, he faked it!
Look at
like
us right
Kenma
there.
did Tsukishima.
Yep.
Bruh, I said it at the time when we versed Nekama, but both of these teams have grown so much in just a short period of time. I say that assuming that Nekama's gotten better, which we haven't seen them play, but...
Damn.
Just taller? I think he just got up higher. He's been in the lab.
That's really in real time, like Kageyama seeing Oikawa be a good leader with his teammates. It's probably getting to him too, because like, man, I didn't even do that when I was playing with these guys. I was always toxic to them and yelling at them. They both definitely get under each other's skin. It's kind of funny.
What did he notice?
Oh, he's talking about the signals?
Oh, the signals!
Yep. Oh, hell no.
The brain bill.
Once again, he is literally Kobe Bryant, like you said. That was a perfect example.
And that's the benefit of having film sessions.
You get to really study it from a different perspective. It's like when you get subbed out of a game, you can see the game much differently in that perspective versus when you're on the court or on the field.
See, and that's the problem. Kageyama's a bit of a hothead. Like that, it's a double-edged sword in that regard. It can either help you or hurt you.
Nice. Damn. Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, so it's kind of like... Oh, it's impairing his vision of receiving it.
でも
Yeah.
来る場所さえ分かっ
及川君前衛ですか。また2アタックにも気をつけないと。くそ。すげえプレッシャーだ。前衛はに
Okay, and this is where being
で回さねえと。
the type of
Look,
personality
look,
that
look,
he
he's
is,
looking at him. He
it's
knows
gonna stub
he's
us.
in his head. Yep.
2アタック
Wow.
It's a fake. Or it's not. I'd be calling a timeout if we don't get this next point,
Right.
despite the Tanaka spike.
好きだな
What?
そんで厄介だね
トスくれ。
プレの時はトス見て
What they should do, they should switch it.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Barely. Okay, just get it over the net.
ちょっと前すぎか
He can't jump. Oh!
Okay.
That's an awkward
Yeah.
serve.
うまくなんだに切り替えた
Yep.
そう簡単にはチャンスにしてやんないよ
影山君がファーストタッチ。トスを上げられない。
Oh.
とっさに
I know you said this last recording session, but I feel like I'm learning so much more about the game of volleyball and the rules just this episode.
なった時の空気の
Okay. The world is mine, head ass.
ないよね
Oh!
Olay.
Oh, the Iron Wall of Date OSD.
まずは元気な坊主君を静かにさせて
You know, and it's just like this type of emotional intelligence to
優秀
kind of ascertain what personalities the other team has.
どうとでもカバーできるよしところで影山くんよさっきの2はあれはなんだね
すいませんでした。
2がダメなんじゃない攻撃のバリエーションが多いってことを相手に認識させておくのも有効だ忘れんなよ及川じゃなく青葉城西だ
Great, great reminder. Good save, Tanaka.
Okay. Ah. Close. He almost.
Chance ball.
It's number 5.
Oh no, he's having like his Asahi moment.
Damn.
They used both of them?
Shit.
大丈夫か
Any character can get singled out. Any character can have a moment. Any character can be in their head. It's just randomly. Like in real life. This happens all the time.
Daijoubu. With a handprint in my face.
すいませんでした
Daichi like, what do I do to my friends, man? Why they always slapping themselves?
3枚ブロックだとし
Is it me? Is it me?
飛ばなかったらクソほどする大して取り柄もねえ俺が
And that's the thing, so if you crushing the person who literally brings up the team spirit a lot,
次は
that's a problem.
今それを言えることが十分取り柄だ
There you go.
朝日さんも竜みたいになるといいですよ
No, no, no.
集中力
Bro is Kobe, man. Once again, he's literally
あのやば
Kobe.
いサーブを
Huh.
するためにほとんどのチームはタイム取るから。
That's an interesting formation.
I was literally about to say that. I'm like, I guess it gives space for that person in front to kind of leap forward.
弾いたら終わり受けてみろ
Damn.
Oh! I thought I hit him in the throat. Nishinoya.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, well done,
Nice,
boy.
Nice, nice. All right, set it back up. Reset.
Suki hasn't played a single point yet, has he?
I don't think so.
普段からミスが少ないわけじゃない2のパワーと何より崖っぷちに追い込まれた時にパフォーマンスを落とさない
I like that coach catching on to his players like this to this. extent.
Yes.
There we go.
The making of an ace
Yeah.
just got choked up.
I mean, honestly, every match we've seen him in, he was getting a lot of points for them too.
ブロック見えたたまにな
Cleanest look.
スローモーション見たく
Oh.
なんだよこうスーッ
Literally, what we're saying. He claims he's saying in anime's format.
Yeah, okay.
また序盤
7 points is a large lead.
飛び鬼かなわないよあんなピンポイント上げられないし 怒んないで
Okay.
なんだかいつもよりキレがある感じだな。
I think he is relying almost exclusively on his talent. It's not like his head's in the game.
なんかカラスノの攻撃だんだん
Speeding up.
嫌な感じの加速だ。
ブロックから逃れたい一心でつい打ちやすさよりも
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes
無
sense.
意識に連に
For sure.
Okay.
飛びよ
You up the tempo while they have a lower tempo, they're gonna see everything.
お前しかいない
Because it's not normal for him and Hanada to have that normal, like, perfect quick set.
Right.
It's just not.
勝負できるお前のトスを信頼して本気で打
He is really thinking like.
構成
Right.
それぞれ 100% の力を引き出してこセッターだ
This is where the experience that he has
Yeah,
with
literally is what I
Kageyama
was about to say.
for 2
Yep.
more years is really coming into play.
ごめん影山
Ooh.
Oh, joust!
Meet me
Again!
at the net. Ah. Wow.
Oh, and that's just a little
And
difference.
then you fall on your ass.
And then he stares at you.
Man, I would be nah.
How are we going to turn this around? This is not looking good.
If I was Kageyama, I'm not saying this is what he should do, but literally, if I was him, sub in Suga. I gotta get out the game. He's in my head.
That's
Get
the
Suga
first
in.
set. He missed.
Man, hear this OSC too. Oh no.
段階でセッターとして
It's for the moment. In this particular game at this particular time. Oh, goodness.
Oh, literally what I was just talking. Kinda. I was like, if I was him, hey, this is the time.
I was somewhat spoiled on that. Guys, thank you so much for all the Haikyuu support we've been receiving so far. I just spoke about with Breechan, a new subscriber, shout out to you, is that I love to watch Haikyuu reactions as well. I just love to watch reactions to anime in general. And because of that, YouTube suggested episode 21, so I saw Suga. I was like, okay, well, he's going to get subbed out. But I'm glad it didn't happen until the end of the match, or almost the end of the match, because that's important. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Set. Yep.
That's what needed to happen, though. I mean, if they have the edge because of experience with Oikawa specifically, gotta get Suga in, you know.
And it's not like Ukai-kun took him out because of the most recent mistake. It was the trend. He has to put a stop to the bleeding, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that, because I'm worried next episode Kageyama's gonna get like so upset and he might start like yelling at the coach because he wants to be on the court so badly. I remember when I was a starter for a lot of years for basketball and soccer back in high school, I always hated being subbed out. It just didn't matter if the coach wanted me to have a quick break just for conditioning reasons, or if I had made a mistake. I just hated coming out of the game.
But this is our first time in a minute seeing Suga out there working, getting to work. That's what needs to
And
happen.
also, I'm somewhat concerned about if he's got any rust, because he hasn't played in almost 2.5,
True.
3 games?
I'm not even really that worried about it. I can see why you say that, but only reason why I'm not is because he's had a huge impact in the entire play sets in general, signals and everything, to the point where I feel like he'll make a really good impact quickly. He could have some rust here and there, but I think it won't be as bad. And Kageyama, honestly, Suga's been so good to you. He's been helping you out. He's been supporting you. He's even told you about the situations, like, if you get to play,
You need to
he's not
support
gonna
him
feel-
from the side now.
Yeah, so there's going to be times where, remember, you are the rookie of the year. You are the star. You are a rising star right now. So don't worry, I got you. And it's going to help him too, because once again, I always said this, like, whenever, like, if I was on the bench or got subbed out, you see the game very differently from the rest of just
do.
like in this game, how the tempo started getting faster and faster, how Ukai, he's like, I don't like that. I don't like how you guys are going so fast because you're trying to dodge the blockers and whatnot. And that's the same thing that happens on the court or field. The team starts to get into this mode where they're not really being very precise. They're not controlling the pace of the game. Rather, they're speeding up or slowing down for whatever reason. And then when you're on the bench looking at the game, you can see all the problems because you're looking at the entire court or the entire field. So this also going to help Kageyama see certain things too that he needs to do, and things like once again, like you said with Suga, how he might have some rust. There might be some things that Kageyama might pick up on that he didn't see during the match. So once he does get subbed back in, he can kind of fix those mistakes. Exactly. So having these two setters, if we had more matches where, you know, we have to like sub one of them in, one of them out, I think is gonna be really good. It's just like in sports, whenever they sub in, when you have like two really good quarterbacks or two really good, say like a point guard for basketball, it always works out in the end.
Yeah, and I also wanted to emphasize the mental fortitude aspect of sports. This episode was a perfect example of that because Tanaka was able to rebound, and Kageyama, he was kind of slipping even more so into the darkness. And it doesn't help, obviously, that Oikawa is kind of like his senpai that he's looked up to for all these years, and he's also trying to stand on the court with a lesser nickname. So, the king of the court, Kageyama, versus the great king, Oikawa. Like, obviously, there's levels to this. And then it's like the whole crowd situation, and then especially when he lost the joust, I think that was the moment when Ukai-kun is like, okay, I have to make a substitution if he makes one more mistake. Because it wasn't the fact that he lost the joust, it's him seeing the mistakes that were already happening, him losing the joust, and then him seeing him make another mistake so quickly thereafter.
Right.
And again, it's not to like punish him, it's not to, you know, just kind of prove a point to the team. It is literally trying to salvage this game. Now, one thing that I've always loved about with basketball specifically is it's been called a game of runs. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, typically teams, they call timeouts, and then the other team will go on a run. So they'll score the same amount of points that just got scored on them, or possibly even more. So for volleyball, I'm curious to see if it's going to be the same thing, because as of now, we have not substituted in Yamaguchi as the pitch server. So, up until this point, I think maybe Daichi is their best server, ? I don't think that's really been a focus on our team. And that is somewhat of a glaring weakness, especially when you get the ball back. So like winners back or ball back for when you play basketball. If you keep scoring the point on the serve over and over and over again, you'll keep serving. But we don't have an ace server at the moment, besides Yamaguchi, who could occasionally hit a float serve, like the Neighborhood Association gentleman was talking about. So it's going to be, essentially, if Suga can get the ball to Asahi enough to where the ace can really shine through. Because I don't think that Aoba Josai, I don't think they really have a good, like, iron wall, like Date Tech did. So I think, especially with how he sets the ball for Asahi, he says he likes it a little bit higher, a little bit further away from the net. I'm not too concerned about the blocking ability of Aoba Josai. So, with that being said, unless you're hitting it straight at the libero every time, I think we can go on a run ourselves.
I agree. I was noticing that too, especially with the formations. Like, it looks like, well, okay, it looks like we don't have to worry about that too much, and especially us. You had mentioned it that we didn't see Suki.
Not for a while.
Yeah, so on that regard, it looks like we can, still be fine, But I'm ready to see what Suga can bring to the court for the next episode. So that being said, you guys know the drill, man. We're recording once again 4 episodes today, so you'll be seeing us in the same attire for all those episodes. And then we got the last final stretch for the season as well coming out a week later. So that being said, man, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video or stream. And peace.